Welcome to NASA's Johnson Space Center, one of 10 NASA field centers, and the heart of human spaceflight operations for the past 50 years. It is here that history has been made, and will continue on as the men and women of NASA push the boundaries of exploration.
You are now leaving the museum and entering the Lyndon B. Johnson Space Center, the home of human spaceflight and home to the thousands of dedicated men and women who work here. This isn't an exhibit at the theme park. This is the real thing. I'm Gene Cernan, an Apollo astronaut, and it is with great pride and pleasure that I welcome you on this tour. What makes the Johnson Space Center special is that the elite men and women who go to space work and train. What makes us successful is the teaming of the astronauts and the people who support them. From the largest indoor underwater training facility in the world to the operation of the largest orbiting science laboratory, the International Space Station, the Johnson Space Center has always been on the leading edge of discovery and innovation. I was the last man to have ever set foot on the moon, but not for long. Right here and right now, the men and women of JSC are working on a new generation of spacecraft for human spaceflight. It is indeed an exciting time to be here. On this tour, you will share and experience the spirit and the history that is the Johnson Space Center.
Did you ever wonder what the Johnson Space Center looked like back in the 1960s? Before this center was built, it was a pasture for cattle. And you'll notice some long cattle to your left as we enter the JSC grounds. This area is now used as an educational opportunity for students learning about agriculture and farming.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
John F. Kennedy gave this rousing speech at Houston's own Rice University in 1961. Rice provided 1,000 acres for the new NASA Center, land that had been donated to the university by Humble Oil Company, now ExxonMobil. Additional land, just over 600 acres along what is now NASA Parkway, was bought for $1.4 million. JSC was built to look like a college campus, to encourage a spirit of collaboration and innovation, a tradition that continues today. We're now approaching Rocket Park. We'll take a closer look at the rockets on the way back. Why do we willingly take the risks and make the economic investment to fly in space? Astronaut Katie Coleman offers some answers.
Humans have always had a basic inborn need to learn, to understand, and to explore. Now, we move to space, beyond our Earth, to other worlds, maybe eventually to other solar systems. If we follow our need to learn and discover, and if we continue to provide the inspiration, motivation, and opportunities that space exploration offers, our advances during the coming 500 years can surpass those in the past 500 and many times over.
Ahead on your right is Building 17, home of Orion, the flagship of our nation's next-generation space fleet. Astronauts will ride Orion far beyond low Earth orbit, on deep space missions to asteroids and to Mars. The Orion Project Office is leading this historic development effort from here in Houston, making the Johnson Space Center responsible for providing crew module, crew training, and mock-up facilities, as well as mission control. This building also houses the Space Systems Laboratory, where scientists develop and process food for space flights. Most food is made from scratch and then freeze-dried or thermostabilized. Since there is no cold storage for food on the station, these scientists have developed more than 100 foods that meet nutrition and palatability requirements and can be stored up to 3 years at room temperature. If you look off to your left across the field, you can see the vertical testbed flight complex where the Morpheus lander performed some of its early hot fire and tethered flight testing. NASA's Morpheus project has developed and tested a prototype planetary lander capable of vertical takeoff and landing, a full-scale vehicle sized to carry an 1,100-pound payload, such as a humanoid robot or a rover, the surface of an asteroid, or the moon. Also on your left is Building 20, which is among the first of a new generation of energy-efficient government buildings. Building 20 is distinguished as the first LEED Platinum building at the Johnson Space Center. This building uses 55% less energy than a comparable office building. It was completed using materials that included nearly 30% recycled content. Its many green features include rooftop solar collectors which heat water, and motion sensors that will automatically turn on and off office lighting. Ahead is the Christopher C. Kraft Jr. Mission Control Center, named after America's first flight director for human space missions. This facility houses the flight control rooms used in the Gemini, Apollo, Skylab, and Space Shuttle programs, and now the International Space Station and Orion Mission Control Centers. It was in this building in July 1969. Flight Director Gene Kranz's team was on duty as the Apollo 11 lander neared the surface of the moon.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's up? Christopher C. Kraft Jr. Mission Control Center. Otherwise known as First Control. Now just a few reminders. This still is a working government facility. As we get inside, try to keep it down. If you have any close on
Those cars are those for employees? Those are for the employees' cars?
Yeah. As we're pouring up to the building, please wait for the transport all the way forward. Come to a full and complete stop. You're going to jump to the right-hand side and the right-hand side only. Where you'll wait for me, you'll follow me into the building. There you go.
이게 커넥네. 이거 근데 이거 차정이야.